Okay, now we have the pump on the bench. We're ready to disassemble our 1900 series pump. One thing that's important to note, on any Taco 1900 or 1600 series circulating pump, the impeller bolt is left-hand threaded. This means lefty tighty, righty loosey. If you try to use the same techniques for removing a right-hand threaded bolt on this impeller bolt, seeing as it's only a 1/4 inch stainless steel bolt, you will snap it and you will have to do quite a bit of replacement in parts as far as the coupler, because these are very, very difficult bolts to remove once you've broken them. Once the bolt has been turned clockwise to remove and pulled out of the impeller, then take a dead blow hammer or the soft end of a screwdriver or a mallet and tap the impeller to loosen it. Once the seal parts have been removed, the elastomer, the spring cup, then it's time to remove the adapter flange. This adapter flange is attached by 4 3/8 bolts into the face of a C-face electric motor. By removing these bolts, you can tap on the adapter flange and it should release from the motor. Once this adapter flange is free of the motor, then you may remove the stationary part of the seal from the adapter flange housing. You can do this simply by taking a pick tool and prying it out of its hole. Once you've removed the stationary part of the seal from the housing, clean the housing thoroughly using a piece of Scotch-Brite. Do not use anything very abrasive or anything that might change the basic geometry of this area, because then your stationary will not fit squarely into the hole and cause premature seal leaks. Once the area is clean, go ahead and clean your gasket surfaces using a gasket scraper and then touching it up with Scotch-Brite. Okay, once the adapter flange has been thoroughly cleaned, it's time to install the stationary element. Take your new stationary, making sure not to touch the surface, the shiny face of the stationary. The lubricants in your skin contain acid and will etch those surfaces, causing premature seal leakage. So if you notice, I stick the end of the stationary over my finger to protect the surface while I'm applying a small amount of silicone lubricant so that it will install into the hole of the adapter ring. If you notice, you have a little white cardboard disc that came with your seal assembly. If you take that piece of cardboard and place it over your stationary, it will protect it while you push it home into the hole. Make sure that it clicks firmly in place, bottoms out, and is sitting nice and level. You can turn the casing over and look at the back side to make sure that your stationary is flush and flat all the way around on the inside. Once you've installed it, flip it back over, and I use these little alcohol wipes that come in the first aid kits to remove any excess silicone or grease that might have found its way onto the surface of my stationary element. These will dry with leaving no residue. So clean your surface, set aside while we go ahead to another step.